I just want to sit with you and converse with you, connect with you, enlighten you, teach you, and learn something from you. Madam Merkaba, I'm so grateful for your love and your support. It means so much for me. You've been with me through many, many things, silently and publicly. I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my light. Madam Merkaba.
That's
Merkaba.
where I can see far.
Yes, hi everybody. Thank you for stopping by. Very quickly, I want to do a very quick video with you guys. I always say that, but I really want to stay true um, to that statement. First, before we start, let's give a shout out to my supporters, contributors, gifters, and those who made this possible. Ow! Listen, very quick because I'm not sure. I'm not doing that tonight. This is what I was talking about the last time we talked. Rainwater. Rainwater. Okay. Rainwater, honey. So there we go. Shout out to my people. Okay. Hello. Tonight we're doing some work. And I want to let y'all in on a little bit of a little tiny secret. Maybe you're aware of this, maybe you're not. So the company that actually gives you rainwater is called Heart Water. And when I tell you that this water charged me all the way up, you hear me? All the way up, honey. Okay. And anyway, so yeah, Heart Water. So listen, come on in here. Jay, come on here, Jolly L. So tonight I just wanted to stop by very short, very quick. And there will be another part to this, maybe two or three, depends on how messy I want to get. But if you've heard, and kind of this goes into, two things. So first I'm gonna get into magic. Okay. I'm gonna get into how there's two different types of magic um, nowadays. I think that there is an entertainment aspect of magic, and I think there's an authentic side of magic known as the secrets of the occult. So when people are out here telling you that we all go through things and everything that we go through is it has nothing to do with magic. You could be the most powerful witch, the most powerful spiritualist, and things are still going to happen to you because it could be because the choices you made and nothing you could do to change that, right? And when people talk like that, I'm like, yeah, this is not a real spiritualist. This is somebody who is an entertainer. Okay. And just very quickly, going into the word magic, of course, it has been deprived from many languages, many, many cultures. You know, ma coming from manipulation, moving, creating and destroying, kind of like mother. Mothers give life to things, as well as they can destroy life. I won't get into that. That's a little personal for some. And then Jeek, going into crazy, weird, strange, and that's kind of where the word geek even comes from, Geek. Um, so even going into if you were to look up I believe on Wikipedia or Wikinary, Wiktionary or something like that. It also goes into magic. And it says that magic is information about the forces of nature and the practice of manipulating these for occult ends. And I always say, if you don't understand the arts of the occult, we're not talking about shit that you've read and you heard about, because the game is taught and possibly sold. But honey, it's not told. Okay. Everybody ain't gonna just give that shit away to you just because you feel entitled. And it's where you have these organizations out there, and you can look these organizations up. So, like I said, people will say they have connections with the occult, but yet they're still trapped in the glitch of the matrix. There's nobody out here saying that their mama and their grandmama come from a organization, let's say Freemasonry, or what did the other bitch say? Boule. So your family come from Boules and the Archons and the Freemasons and the Rosicrucians, like these people that have direct information, direct knowledge. But yet somehow, some way you ended up in the system. Somehow to some way you ended up on welfare. You ended up on government assistance. Whatever the case may be. I'm not judging. And that right there is when I know these bitches be lying. And I keep telling y'all that all these hoes on this internet, if they get on here and they try to play the little drama shit and act like they fighting real shit and yeah, they were trying to start a rich war between me and Lucille, but we dead at that. Like, girl, this is the internet, mama. If you were that powerful and you that ready to fight, bitch, go out and make money moves, honey. Get your shoes bloody. Okay? And if you know what I mean, you know exactly what the fuck I'm saying. I don't gotta go into explaining that. But going into even the word magician, magicians are also known as illusionists. Another word for magician is master, pro, a whiz, right? Like wizard, right? And they say, oh, the kid's a whiz. He's very smart. He's mastered something. And I always tell you, in order for you to be the best witch that you possibly can be, the best spiritualist you possibly can be, the best wizard, the best magi, the best sorcerer, whatever the hell you want to call yourself, because it's come from the exact same fucking thing, ancient knowledge. You have to master self first. You're not going to sit here and be like, yeah, I'm a master, but yet you're playing that victim. I'm a powerful witch. I got magic, but yet you still letting people disrespect you and still being like, yeah, we can't go nowhere because they keep putting their feet on our fucking necks. That's not how that works. So when someone said that they are a witch or they do magic, because I do feel like witch is a totally separate word from someone who does magic. Clearly, you see it on fucking YouTube and TikTok and shit. People be in their fucking basement of their mama, talking about that they do witchcraft and shit, and they know their rituals, and their grandmama and granddaddy was from an occult and shit. Girl, bye. It's just some bullshit, girl. And I'm sick of it. That's like I never see me deal with none of these bitches, none of these fake ass wannabe witches, honey. And I'm sure there's some out there, but the ones that I check on, because I don't really see it for the girls or the guys, I only hear about people when they cross my path, meaning someone brings them up. But outside of that, the ones so far that I've seen, honey, you won't see no collaboration. You won't see no connection because these hoes are fraud. They're fake and they know it. So, going into what I want to lightly touch on, I said all that to say, if you have not heard, there is stories going around by spiritualists all around the nation, particularly in the black sector of YouTube spirituality. And it just amazes me. It kind of makes me think about motherfuckers don't know how to hold a glass of water. You don't hear the Caucasian folks talking about these certain witches. You don't hear the Hispanics talk about these certain witches. You don't hear the Asians talk about these certain witches. Oh, yes, the black people talk about these witches. And I don't need to drop any names, say any names. But the witches that we're talking about are the three little witches of Atlanta. And no, you've never seen them on TV. No, you never heard their name being spoken. You never heard the groups they're connected to. Some people have told stories, and like I said, we're just gonna go over it lightly. So a lot of people who are trying to, step up their game, right? They're trying to get in this industry, and we know there's rules and regulations to all things, but they're trying to get in this industry, and they're trying to become, let's say, personal um, advisors for clients, and they want clients that are, famous. Okay, and A lot of these clients that they're trying to get are already connected to people in power. And it all connects to these three witches of Atlanta. Now, I just want to kind of give you a little background of this. And this is kind of like an expose, you know, why not? I'm doing this respectfully because nobody really knows who these people are. No one really want to talk about it. Everybody gets amnesia, oh, they shape shifted and, all this little magical shit they're talking about. But these three little witches of Atlanta, which first started off as four, and they first popped up in the entertainment industry in the 80s. These women have contributed to the production of many, and I do want to say this, all of this that's mentioned in here is alleged until proven otherwise. Okay? I'm a very bold bitch. I definitely feel like I'm protected in the physical and the motherfucking spirit. So I'm gonna talk about the shit that I want to motherfucking talk about. And I wish a bitch to step up. Okay? Step up or step out. Anywho, so all these TV shows that we've heard about, like The Coven, American Horror Story, um, Charmed, even Charmed, these four witches actually helped influence all that in Hollywood. These four individuals, and it's actually three now, it started off as four. One of them decided to even go more behind the scenes where no one has even seen this one in particular in such a long time. And I think that when people mention about this, and this might get a little spooky for some of y'all, but even when people mention like shape shifting or they had a dream about something and they thought it was, I was watching a YouTuber a couple months ago and they said that they had this experience in Atlanta and they met this person. They thought it was going to be Erica Badu, and it was not Erica Badu. And this person was a shapeshifter, and they blew smoke in their face. And so, anywho, they will never get the privilege to meet this person. We know all that shit is bogus. They will never get the opportunity to meet that person in particular because you talk too fucking much. And that's not how those people get down. And I do want to say this: I don't want to connect with those people. I don't want to be underneath them. I don't want to be their whatever witchy sister, witchy spirit. Girl, like I said, I don't want to be connected to them anyway. So like I said, we're just gonna talk about it just slightly in this video, and we'll do a part two down the line. So people are talking about even contracts, right, in the entertainment industry and murder by numbers, as they call it. And so anyway, all these experiences are influenced by these four, originally four, but now it's three witches of Atlanta. And a lot of people, if you pay attention, okay, you've seen two of them regularly. If you pay attention, if you're into the entertainment industry and you're into, and we're not talking about Emma Brockovich, what the fuck that bitch name is. No shade to her. Okay. She could be an aspect to it. She could be a branch to, okay, these witches, but she is not a part of these three witches. I will say this to you as well. One is a ethnic woman of a darker hue. One is a white woman, and the other one is another type of exotic woman. And the fourth, hmm, I don't even know what you would even categorize her as. But either way, so these people have influenced a lot of stuff and a lot of TV shows. And I know a lot of people think it's crazy. A lot of people think it's, fun and games and all this other good shit. But you can even do a history on some of the groups that have been influenced by these three witches ever since the 80s. And like I said, even going into like Charmed and the Coven, the movie The Coven, and what is the one with the guys? I think it was called. Also The Craft. They also influenced The Craft. All these movies I'm telling you about, TV shows, have four witches in the coven, and then eventually they try to eliminate one, and it turns into three. Now, in the TV show Charmed, and that's why I was not really a fan of the remake, they actually put real tea in that movie or that TV show. They give you a lot of real stuff on spiritual abilities, right? And of course, they called them other things, but these are real abilities. And nobody on drugs, nobody on alcohol, nobody who likes to fuck random people, no one who is easily influenced will be able to master and do these things. Now, I do want to talk about this very quickly, very lightly and politely. And there's actually a site that you can go onto that will give you what really goes on in the magic, or should we say the occult world. But they will over, hmm, they'll display it like it's games, like it's phony and it's fun. And so going into this, we know that telekinesis is real. And we'll set up for another video. I just want y'all to look into the characters, right? Of Charmed. We're gonna stay focused on Charmed. What was the abilities of every single one of those witches on that show? Even going into where one of them left and another one replaced that witch. What was their abilities? Or was it that they had a half sister? I can't remember how the story was. It was like they had a half sister. She was also a witch. They trained her, all that good stuff. But get into their abilities. Get into their abilities. And you will know exactly what I'm going over, exactly what I'm talking about. As I said, these witches are sought after in the entertainment industry. They even help politics, they even help mayors, they help governors, they help some presidents, not all. And you're probably going to ask me how I got that information. You're probably going to say, how the fuck this bitch know this shit? Well, that's for me to know and for you to find out. Maybe in the second part, I'll go over my experience and tell you how I know what I know and exactly how true it is. Maybe we'll even play a game of Scramble. But everyone is curious about these three little witches of Atlanta, and they are real. As I said, you have not seen them with their own TV show, so you could just stop thinking about that. They're not on IG. You don't talk about they're doing work on people and shit. They know how to move. Okay. They're very sought after. And I do feel like a lot of people who has done work with these witches maybe feel like they've been crossed up. That's what we're gonna call it, tied up. And so they seek out other people to help them. I was one of those people that a few people reached out to help. One of them in particular, we won't say her name. She's actually not from Atlanta. She's from another part, still on the East Coast. And that's what that was about. Getting tied up. And a lot of people also think there's another YouTuber on YouTube who's from the ATL. And I think that she might be a part of this whole thing. And she's not. I just want to say that she's not. You don't, yeah, anyway, I'll keep that there. She's not. She's not at all. Okay. So that's pretty it on this part, honey. I just want to stop by here very quickly just to let you know that I'm coming with that information with the three witches of Atlanta. And I'll tell you maybe my story of how I encountered them, how I came across them, and why shit has not been the same. Come on in here, 7-Eleven. Al. Yes, honey, 7-Eleven. Some truth in here. I know that's right, honey. The Covenant. There you go, the Covenant. Hello. It's been all influenced. Matter of fact, let me see, is the Covenant, does the Covenant deal with 3 or 4 witches? Or is it more? I remember that movie. I owned that movie, honey. Oh, it's 4. It's 4, honey. Any TV show, any movie that deals with 4 groups or 4 men or 4 women, or we'll say 4 spirituals coming together, it has been influenced by these witches. And of course, they'll take place in certain parts of America outside of Atlanta. This may take place in LA because they have some influences in LA. This may take place in the South somewhere, let's say Kentucky, because they have influences there. This may take place in North Carolina, South Carolina, because they have influences there. LA, I mean, not LA, New York. For what I was told, yeah, there's no connections with them there. That's a whole other type of group, honey. A whole type of organization. Okay. Piper Prue Phoebe Page. There we go. And it was all P's, wasn't it? Wasn't it all P's? Hello? And what number of the alphabet is P? I'm just trying to pop little clues out there, and going into why were they naming these sisters all P's? Now, of course, if you look on Wikipedia, and let me type in Wikipedia right now. Charmed. Let me see if they're going to go into detail why they named them all with the P's and stuff. Let's see. No. Okay. I'm not seeing anything about it. Yeah, Paige was the half sister. Okay, there we go. Hmm. Hmm. Anyway, y'all do your research on that. What's also very interesting too, Hollowell is actually a real name. That's also very interesting. And if you look up exactly what I'm talking about, you're gonna see exactly what I'm talking about. That's all I'm gonna say. Yes, they do. I believe it's called psychokinesis. There you go. There you go. Telekinesis. They call it psychokinesis. The list goes on, honey. The list goes on. Something that I thought was really amazing on one of the episodes, a being was able to mimic any witch. When someone did a ritual or sent energy towards him, he was able to mimic that witch. And a lot of people don't know that that's a real spiritual act. Aleister Crowley was one of those people that was known to do that. And we're not just talking about people sending him stuff, he was able to mimic people all together. And so it's really, really amazing to know how much tea they put in that TV show and how much tea is in these movies. And once again, people who are out there saying, yeah, well, I mean, I believe in magic. I believe in that shit. But I mean, I'm having mold in my house and my house falling apart because of my decision, the choice I made. And it's like, well, this is why we pray because we know that one day, oh, come on in here. We know that life unravels like a present. Or, excuse me, we know that life unravels like a gift, which we call a present. So we don't know how tomorrow's going to be. We don't know what the next year is going to bring. We don't know what 10 years from now is going to be. So this is why when we step into the realm of calling ourselves spiritual leaders, spiritual teachers, priest, because that's what you are. Priest, you're someone that practice something. You are saying, I want to be protected. Give me knowledge. Like any great sorceress, any great magi, any person who is real, authentically connected to spirit, knows that that's what you ask for. You ask for grace, protection, and knowledge. So you've made dumb decisions your whole life. And you're like, y'all, this ain't magic. This is just the fact that I made dumbass decisions. Once again, even going into generational curses. I saw one of these people, we're not going to say spiritualist or reader because I don't think she's neither, say something about that, like generational curses, and and cursed, and we get cursed, and this came from this and then that. But it's like now that you are aware of this, because you clearly know the arts. Now that you are aware of these generational hexes, why don't you remove them? Because it all starts in our mind. I really do feel like when people are out here doing things and things are happening to them consistently, because my mama would say when it rains, it pours. Oh, come on in here. And when you know it's raining, it starts sprinkling first. You go get your motherfucking umbrella. So, same thing with magic. Magic doesn't stop the rain from falling, but it shields you from it. So once again, going into, well, this could be a generational curse. This could be a hex that's put on me. This could be A, B, C, D, F, G. Right. But now that you have knowledge of this, because many people are not aware of this, what are you going to do to change it? And once again, I think a lot of people enjoy being in the rain. As I said the other night, some people don't want to be saved. A lot of people have trauma. They have things, they have baggages that are so heavy and they don't want to let go. So that's why things keep happening to them. And it's not about, well, I did the crystals and it didn't work. I did the spiritual baths and it didn't work. I did the cleanse and it didn't work. It's because you don't want it to work. Once again, there's things that you're holding on to. We're dealing with multiple bodies here. And I keep telling people this, when you get into magic, certain things deal with certain things. This is why we have air, fire, earth, and water. Different things connect to different things. Candles don't work for everything. Crystals don't work for everything. Baths don't work for everything. Once again, you learn the art. You don't just say one day, I think I want to be a witch. I think I want to be a spiritualist. And now you think you know how to do shit because you know how to burn a fucking candle, put herbs, mix herbs together, concoct oils together. Like, bitch, that does not make you that. And that's like you said, a lot of these people you could tell they went to a shop, they did some work, they got their results. Now they badasses. Told you I went to a spiritual shop, which I will not go back there no more. I won't go there no more. And it's sad because I met a very beautiful spiritualist there. She's an author, well-known author. We don't name drop. But Mama's known. I actually got one of her books with me now. Beautiful. And yeah, honey, girl, one of the girls took a class. Mama learned how to do candle magic. Mama was like, girl, walking up here. She looked like a stripper, and I ain't judging. But Mama's in here walking in here, surged out, girl. She had a son. I think I told y'all the story. A younger son, girl, probably like 12 years old, like extremely out of shape. Extremely like, oh, girl, there's a lot of shit going on with this boy. And all the mama care about is doing magic to get some dick. Like, it was some crazy shit. And this guy was actually, because he's her teacher, so I'm expecting if I taught a student something and I feel like a student is being uh arrogant or they're kind of overdoing it, I'm like, yeah, bitch, you need to calm down. Like, bitch, you might be good at what you do, but somebody could definitely come along and do it better. Anyway, mom was like really, really like, girl, yeah, well, I took the class with blah 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 blah. and I'm getting really good at magic with candles and blah 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 blah. Like, girl, first of all, you're asking this man questions. This is a whole nother man. But this, I think this is the actual owner of the shop, and then she learned from one of the workers. But she really was trying to like tell this owner, like, I know the candle colors, I know what I need for this, and da, 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 da. But it's like, bitch, you just asked him. So I was just like, yeah, honey. Mama think because she know how to mix some shit together that she's a powerful witch. And this how people get got up. This how people get tied up. This how people get got. You think you know a lot. You come across somebody. Maybe you did workings on a man or woman. He knows people who does work, and they're like, "Yeah, bitch, you got done up. Somebody's doing work on you. Let me take care of this for you." And now, bitch, now you get got. Now you coming in all powerful like you said you were. I'm the baddest of it all, and now you asking for redemption or you're begging, like, what else can I do? I've been doing the candles and it's not working. The crystals are not working. Once again, because you don't understand ancient. You don't understand the ancient art. And I keep telling y'all, the books that people have right now has a little bit of the truth. I was gifted books from people, from these authors and shit on Amazon and eBay and shit. I got books on candle magic and shit, and it was like half-ass. But let people tell it. It's the whole truth and nothing but truth. And I'm just like, yeah, that's why people get done up though, because you realize that there's a time for everything. There's an hour, there's a day, there's a season. There's certain seasons you don't do certain workings in. There's certain days you don't do certain workings on. But like I said, let these commercialized witches tell it. I can do what I want when I want to. Okay, bitch. Okay, girl. That's why I get you only so far. That's why it only lasts you for a couple of dues. And now you out here looking crazy, saying that you've been a witch for 13 years and nothing ever worked for you, but you connecting with a dead spirit who did not was not connected to you in the physical, but how somehow so it became connected to you in the spirit. It does not work that way, honey. It does not work that way. So like I said, there's just a whole bunch of shit going on and people forgetting to study. Study. Okay? Well, study, but still, study, bitch. You know what the fuck I'm saying. Okay? Bitch, study. Bitch, understand that every element has its own place. Every element has its own ability. Going into these elements once again, they connect to your bodies. You don't know nothing about quantum physics, metaphysics. You don't know nothing about anything outside of the physical body. Then maybe, yeah, you still what we call preschool witchery, girl. You haven't got into the moving mountains and shit. You haven't got into the parting of the seas yet. You haven't got into none of that yet, and that's your business, okay? But I'm telling my people, don't pay attention to that bullshit, okay? You can get anything your heart desires. Anything you want to disconnect from, you could. Anything you want to connect to, you could. Two things that you're connected to, and it needs to be kept in its optimum level. It's your heart, which houses your emotional body, and it is your mind, which houses your mental body. And of course, there's other bodies in the mind, but it still houses your mental body. And remember, your eyes, your ears, and your mouth shapes your environment. So when the environment is toxic and nasty, what you think you're gonna get from it? And I'm gonna leave y'all with this because this kind of reminded me about something today. Something very, very miraculous happened today. And I'm not gonna say miraculous, but I know this is spirit saying, "Bitch, don't, bitch, don't you lose faith." So I think we all get into this point of our lives where we're just like, I want to change. I want to start anew. I want to, switch some of the people I hang out with. I want to, you know, I just want to do some things. Okay, I want to do some things. I want to do some new things, some things that I've never done before. And you're in that moment thinking about this, right? And you just feel like, okay, everything is a little stagnant. People are stagnant. Nothing is really stagnant that you're managing, that you're in control of. But things that are outside of you, you're like, damn, it seems a little stagnant. Okay, things are moving, but it's moving a little slow. Very quickly, I thought about something, right? I'm in my car and I'm driving somewhere and I'm listening to my Sirius XM. And the lady, now this is not even a spiritual channel, this is a regular channel. And the lady was talking about the song that was playing. And she mentioned the universe is always listening, willing to give you exactly what you want. But you have to open up your heart to receive it. And I literally started thinking about that for a quick minute because it took me back to a dream that I had a couple of days ago of me feasting. I'm just gonna keep it there. Me feasting. And I thought about that after she said that. And I just started speaking things out. I started saying stuff. And I kid y'all not. I went into one of the stores I was going to, and I like to buy my stuff fresh. I like to get my food fresh out. I don't like keep shit. I do got shit here in the cabinets and shit. That's more so if emergencies happen. But I like to eat regularly fresh shit. Okay. So I go to the store quite often. Okay. Like sign into my Target right now. Whole Foods, you can see, bitch. I go quite often, honey. Anyway, so I go there, and after doing this little thing, saying this little thing, I'm not gonna go into what I said, but I get inside the store, and one of the items that I normally buy that are $25.99. Okay. $25.99. We're just gonna say $26, which comes out to the number eight, which is the infinity thing. Girl, why they had this thing on sale for $2.99? Hello? $2.99, which turns into another motherfucking three. So I said, bitch, there's no way girl. And right at the bottom, it says saves $22 or $23 right at the bottom. And I just couldn't believe. So I grabbed six of the damn things, went to the front, and I said, "Can you confirm if this is actually $2.99?" And the girl scanning, she said, "Yes, it is." I said, "You know how much is our regular price?" And she's like, "No." I said, "These are $25 before taxes." So that was the first thing where I was like, "Oh shit, okay." Secondly, go to one of my favorite places to get my drink. I drink a lot of, agua frescas. I love my little piña and my pepino con limon and jamaica and tamarindo. I love all that. Sandia and all that. But either way, they were out of the one that I like. And the lady was like, "For the inconvenience, I'm going to give you this one." I got a free fucking agua fresca, bitch. I got a free large agua fresca, bitch. And bitch, I was sucking that shit down. Because when you pay for your own shit, girl, you enjoy it. You take your time. You sip it slow. Pick it up slow. Okay? Sip it low, pick it up slow. Anyway. But honey, when I tell you that I was sucking that shit down, it was 100 and fucking, I think 5 today, 104 today. Honey, I was enjoying it. Like, bitch, I got this for free. I got this for fucking on the free. Okay. And I put the ice on the cake. Just put the ice on the cake. Okay. Put the ice on the cake, honey. One of the workers at one of these butcher places over here, girl, gave me a ribeye steak. I was on the phone with a friend too, bitch. Take better for verified, bitch. The ribeye steak is $16.99 a pound. Bitch, that motherfucker gave me that ribeye steak, bitch, for $5.64. Bitch, I cooked that shit up. Anubis and Bella and I, honey, we sobbed that shit down, girl. Girl, ribeye is so buttery and so juicy, girl. I had some spicy Thai mango salad with that, girl, and the grease just got all up on the motherfucking salad. Girl, I sobbed that shit right on down, honey. But I'm just saying to say, honey, things you asking for are coming, but you got to open yourself up to receive them. The things you praying for, the things you thinking about. And this is for somebody, honey. I'm passing it on. It's somebody that's listening, somebody that's gonna be watching this. The things you asking for, baby, it's right there. You just gotta open yourself up to receive it. And that goes into a lot of stuff. We be out once again, like we talked about the other day, just what yesterday. People be asking for love in others when they need a healing for themselves. People be trying to manifest money when they have yet to even understand how economics work. People are still on YouTube or Facebook. That's why I said, "Oh, girl, this world is a little fucked up." Um, the guy said that. What did he say? Oh, they don't teach. I wish they taught us how to write a check and balance a checkbook in school. They did economics, bitch. They did economics. You go to a public library right now, you ask them for the teaching section of high school or middle school, say, where's your economic books at? And you're going to see right there in those fucking books how to balance a fucking checkbook. They're going to tell you how to save money too. It's going to tell you how to save money, how to write a check, how to balance a checkbook. Right there in the economic book, bitch. What you think economics is? Bitch, study of motherfucking money. Okay. So, like I said, right there, you can even go online right now, bitch, and go to UDMI and shit and take a class on that shit. So it's like, oh, this is why people are fucked up because they're not willing to seek the knowledge. And it goes into the Bible because the Bible, and I'm gonna really be gone right now because I know I'm taking up my time. I'm already into 41 minutes. And you know, when I said I'm there, honey. I'm ready to fall asleep. Okay, the voice sounds a little draggy, haggy, gaggly right now. Okay, going into the Bible scripture. Okay. Mm, come on in here. And this candle's burning up like a motherfucker too, honey. Yes, come on. Burn it away, honey. Mm, mm. Come on in here. Ow. Going into, oh, come on in here. Going into, hmm, going into two. Oh, come on in here. We want to give you two. No, no, fuck that. No, fuck that, honey. We want to give you two because we'll save Jacob for another time. Jacob was actually put into one of my classes, so I don't want to be rude to my students and give that out to give it out. But we're gonna give you three. John, oh, come on in here. Well, never mind. John, don't deal with that. Okay, we're gonna go into Proverbs. Proverbs 1:3-8 says to receive the instruction of wisdom, justice, judgment, and equity. Oh, come on in here, four spirits. Oh, come on in here. Ow. To give subtlety to the simple, to the young man, knowledge and discretion. Oh, bitch, knowledge and discretion. A wise man will hear and will increase learning, and a man of understanding shall attain unto wise counsel. To understand a proverb and the interpretation, the words of the wise and their dark sayings. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instructions. My son, hear the instructions of thy father and forsake not the law of thy mother. Now, you know, of course, we're dealing with the higher self. You know, of course, going into um, the fear of the Lord, that means being humble. That means being, having humility. Okay, come on in here. And going into the fool, the bitch that thinks she knows it all, hates wisdom and instruction. And that's why the bitch is motherfucking felon. Going into motherfucking Isaiah 5:13 says, so therefore my people are gone into captivity because they have no knowledge and their honorable men are famished, and their multitude dried up with motherfucking thirst. Hello? Dried up with thirst. Now that's the witchy talk right there, because you're like, bitch, how the fuck did it dry up with thirst? How the fuck did it dry up with fucking thirst? Going into Hosea 4:6, it says, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee. Thou that thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God. I will also forget thy children. And see, this is stupid people having children. And I won't get into that. That's not really my business, bitch, because I don't gotta, that's not my demographics. Because I don't have kids. And if I was able to have kids, they won't be stupid, bitch. And I'm not taking that back neither. Hello? Hello? I'm not taking that back neither. All I'm trying to say is, honey, you need to learn something from this. You need to learn something from your experiences because your experiences is what gives you wisdom. Learn something from the things that you're out here doing, the things you're out here saying. Learn some. God, can you please bless you with a new house and a new car? And you hang out with people that ain't got shit. You're talking with people that ain't got a motherfucking thing. They don't got no pot to piss in their window throw out. God, can you bless me with a good man? And now you hang around with his bummy ass bitches that can't get a man or keep a man. Hello, hello. And when you get a good man, you don't want him. You want the nastiest of the nasties. You want the man that's gonna slap you around like What her name? Aria Fletcher said. She said she like for a man to punch her around and slap her around. Go ahead, honey. That's what y'all be liking right there. And if the man don't hit you, punch you, and shit, you don't. He's not a real man. Okay. That's why 60% of y'all ain't married. That's why the stats say, bitch, you're a single mother. You better get it together. Knowledge has power, and it has power because the experiences that you have to bring you that knowledge, and you never ever forget it. Learn something, honey, and that's it. But Paige had a different version of Prue's telekinesis, who the first original sister. There you go. Go ahead. Hello. Phoebe was an okay premonition empath and could levitate, while Piper could stop time and blow things up, but also accelerate molecules in the cosmics. Come on in here. Okay. The Covenant was more than four, I think. Okay, well you go ahead and you let me know. You go ahead and you let me know, Jay. Ow. You let me know if the Covenant was more than four. Hello? Hello? Let me see. Let's pull it up right now. The Covenant. Ow. The Covenant. Here we go. It came out in 1990 motherfucking six. I remember, oh girl, I remember all those men, honey. I would have had a first way more way. As I my moi. Okay, hello. Ew. Ba ba. Ew. They got me speaking in tongue. Ha! Mama say samu makusa. Aweri lilo la muka. Okay. Four young men who belong to a New England supernatural legacy are forced to battle a fifth power long thought to have died out. Meanwhile, jealousy and suspicion threatened to tear them apart. No, it was four men. It was four men, honey. Yeah, honey. I wish I was in that movie. Mm, 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 mm. I wish I was in there, honey. Yeah, it was four. We talk about the main characters too. Okay. It was five. There was a warlock. Okay, well, he wasn't a part of the original meaning there. Their mother and grandmother were Patrice and Penelope. Okay, so we have five P's there, huh? What does P connect to? Okay. What does P connect to? Ah, what does P connect to? Hello? What does P connect to? I'm going to tell you what the P connected to. Ho, ho, ho. We're going to drop a little something, something like this. Phosphorus is what P is connected to. And it said that alchemists felt that light represented the spirit. Oh, come on in here. Hallelujah. Come on in here. Come on in here. We also know that phosphorus was the name of who? Hello? The snake in Garden of Eden that gave them the apple that lured Adam and Eve to eat from the tree of knowledge. Oh, come on in here. So it is saying that the light, okay, the spirit fell on Piper, Prue, Phoebe, Prue, Penelope, and motherfucking Patrice. And you also got five. right? You got five. Okay, it was five of those hoes, right? Well, the half sister, but okay, we can say six going into seven, and we can even say seven goes into the metals of alchemy. Oh, come on in here. We can say that goes into the seven things of alchemy, which represents earth and heaven, life and death, solid and liquid. We have gold, mercury, copper, lead, iron, tin, and motherfucking silver. How? See, y'all not ready for that. Y'all not ready for this type of teaching. Y'all not ready for this type of teaching at all. Y'all not ready for this type of teaching, honey. Mm-mm. You ain't ready for it. You ain't ready for it, honey. Yes, I've known a Halliwell in real life crazy. Yes, honey. Yes, honey. The Cromwells and the Hollowells. Come on in here. Shout out to the Cromwells out there. Who's a Cromwell? Send me an inbox. Message me. The show splits psychokinesis and telekinesis into two things. Like psychos moving things you can't see, but telekinesis is the physical ability we see. There you go. So do you think that psychokinesis was developed to overshadow telekinesis? Because it's the same thing. You have three minds. Oh, come on in here. Hello? Hello? You have three minds. Come on here at 11:55. Come on in here. Yeah, yeah. Oh, come on here, Francisco Anderson. Yes, honey. Come on in here. Who you duh? Eight, honey. Oh, duh, light. Yes, honey. Lucifer, the morning light. Yes, honey. In the comics, Prue came back to life as Patience. You better come on, Jay. You better come on. She reincarnated. Ah, you better come on, honey. As Patience. Now, why they couldn't come back as C? Why they couldn't be like Carissa? Or maybe like the Kardashians. Why they couldn't come out as K's? And that's what these hoes be thinking they be slick. These hoes be thinking that they be real slick. They think they be real slick, girl. They be thinking they real slick, boo boo. Like we own to you, bitch. We own to you, Miss Thing. All you girls. Okay. Anyway, listen. My time has come to end this chat, and we will definitely come back and um, finish the Three Little Witches of Atlanta. I think it's time that we share some forbidden secrets with each other. I mean, what? We have a little channel, so not too many people are going to see this shit anyway, honey, right? So we could share some secrets with our stuff, honey. Keep it amongst the 600 of us, right? Hello? Ow! Yes, honey. Anyway, I'm glad to see you all that's been here. It's been so great, Francisco, Jay, and Jalia. Oh my God, I'm gonna say Lucifer. Oh my goodness, that's how you know I'm going to bed right now. Good night. I hope you guys have a good day. Be productive and definitely happy Thursday. And I will see you guys again very, very, very soon. Okay. All right. Love and light. And as always, namaste.